Welcome back to Wander World. In this gastronomic adventure, we're diving into the heart of every city's culinary soul. Get ready to uncover the tantalizing secrets of how to savor each destination like a seasoned local. From hidden gems to iconic eats, join us on a journey where every bite tells a story. Let's explore the flavors that make every city unique and learn how to eat like a local, no matter where you roam. Do some research. Doing some research about the food culture in a destination is a good way to eat like a local. Start by finding out what some of the most famous and most common dishes in an area are. It's important to look at regional and local specialties in particular, as it's no fun to get all excited about a certain dish only to find out it's only available in a completely different part of the country than where you're traveling. Once you have a good idea of the different local foods that you want to try, you can start asking around where you should go. You can ask the staff at your accommodation, friends who have visited the destination. If you happen to see someone walk by eating something that looks delicious when you're out exploring, you can even ask them where they got it. Check out what's trending on social media. With your list of traditional dishes ready to go, it's now time to see if there is anything trending on social media about the destination's food scene. Maybe there is a new delicious food that everyone is raving about, or perhaps a pop-up restaurant that has people rushing to get a seat. Instagram is a great tool to find out what's happening right now. You can also use Facebook or TikTok for inspiration. Expat Facebook groups are generally great for getting tips on where to eat, so you may even want to try joining a few of those as well. Finally, if you want to get a more realistic view of the culinary scene in a location, head over to YouTube. Here you'll find tons of videos created by travel and lifestyle vloggers that take you through some of a city's best restaurants and most popular eateries, show you what the food looks like, and talk about their experiences. Practice the local language. While it's always good to know at least a few phrases in the local language, it's particularly useful when you want to indulge in some of the local food. This can be a lifesaver if you have dietary requirements, and it can also be seen as a sign of respect for the country that you're in. If you don't feel comfortable using your smattering of Spanish, German, French, etc., you can always use Google Translate's image translator to help you navigate your way through confusing menus. It's far from perfect, but it at least gives you some direction in ordering. Watch what the locals do. Rather than turning around and walking right back out, sit and watch what the locals do. After a few minutes, you should be able to get an idea of what's going on. If not, you may be lucky enough for some kind-hearted person to take pity on you and show you the ropes. While it may sound scary, don't worry. It's actually kind of a fun experience, and it serves as a bit of an icebreaker of sorts when it comes to interacting with the locals. Use Google Maps for restaurant reviews. We live in an age where it's easy to get reviews of everything under the sun, which is extremely helpful when deciding whether or not we want to buy something. While TripAdvisor has become one of the most popular ways to check reviews for tourist attractions, tour operators, and hotels, it's not always the best when it comes to restaurants. The reason is simple. Most of the reviews are left by tourists, which means that most of the restaurants are ones easily found by other travelers. Rather than using TripAdvisor to find restaurants favored by locals, try using Google Maps, as it's more likely to include reviews left by local residents. Obviously, the more reviews there are, the better, and always make sure to check how recent the reviews are. Create your own food-based itineraries. If you have a long list of places that you want to try, it's a good idea to create your own food-based travel itineraries before you go. These can be relatively loose: breakfast at X restaurant, lunch at Y, and dinner at C. And then plan the attractions that you want to see based on the area that you're in. This gives you a rough idea of how you're going to fit it all in and make the most of your time. As we wrap up this delectable journey through global flavors, thank you for joining us on this culinary expedition. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found your taste buds tingling, and subscribe to stay tuned for more mouth-watering adventures in cities around the world. Remember, the true essence of a city lies in its local dishes, so keep exploring, keep indulging, and keep eating like a local. Until next time, happy eating, happy exploring, and happy travels. Like, subscribe, and join us on our next flavorful escapade.